People, listen, I didn't make a video yesterday right here on this channel, even though I said I'd be making videos every day. Most of you probably don't care. I mean, how many videos do you really need, to be honest with you? I mean, there's plenty of video on the internet. I probably shouldn't let you know that. Now you're gonna be like, what, really? I should go to another channel then and watch videos instead of here. This place, this dingus is boring, or something. I don't know. Anyway, there are several reasons why I didn't make a video, and I'm going to tell you those reasons. That's today's video. But first, I want to say that I still haven't had a drop of alcohol since I started doing these, so like 6 days, I don't know, something like that. And I'm getting much more sleep, and I'm starting to feel better. Feel like I have a little more energy. I'm starting to look into cutting down on sugar now. I'm really going nuts with this self-improvement thing. That's for another day, okay? So, first reason why I didn't make a video yesterday. Taking a break is good for you. I read a lot of creativity, productivity, blogs, and advice and things, and everyone says that taking breaks is one of the most important things you should do, and that's something I think I'm probably the worst at. I'll get into that in other items on the list. You know, if you want to have ideas, you can't just sit down in a chair and be like, all right, ideas, come to me. You have to live life. You have to go out and do things, and sometimes the best ideas come to me when I'm not trying to think up ideas. When you're trying to, I think that's counterproductive. You need to take a break. You need to let your mind wander. And taking a break is good for me. Not just for these videos, for this channel. This is WheezyNews, by the way. A lot of you seem to be confused and expect like a regular Wheezy Waiter video. That'll still happen on the Wheezy Waiter channel. But just taking a break for creativity's sake for lots of projects. If I want to work on other things, movies, books, other Wheezy Waiter videos. Anyway, number 2. I needed to feed the beast. I own this beast. I own several beasts. I have an alligator. There's a whale who shows up from time to time, who's a friend of mine. An eagle that I punch. I don't feed that beast. And apparently a bear now. But that's not the beast I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, just feed the creativity beast. I needed to do that, and by that I mean enjoy. It's similar to number 1 on the list, but enjoy things. Like I watched a lot of TV, watched a lot of Netflix yesterday to see what enjoy other people's creations. If you want to create things, you need to feed the beast. You know what I'm saying? 3, I needed to relax. I'm someone who has made a lot of things in the past 9 years or so. Since I started making videos here on this channel, since I started doing it full time, especially, I can't think of a day that I just intentionally decided, I'm gonna do nothing today. I'm just gonna do nothing. That's not healthy. I needed to relax. I needed to consciously separate myself from the cycle of thoughts that go through my mind about what I should be doing. They say that when you work for yourself, you're gonna work, you're on the clock all the time. And that's true, because your income rests on everything that you make. So when you're off doing something else, there's a constant back of your mind sort of, oh, I should be working on this. I should be working on this. If I do this, I should only do this for this much. If I go on a hike, I should only do it for this amount of time because I have to come back and I have to do this thing. If you're working for a company, I've worked for a company where I did very little. I did very little a lot of days because there wasn't work for me, but I still had income, and it was on the company to worry about that and not on me. That said, I love working for myself, and I would choose it over working for a company any day. That's just one of the pitfalls of it, which is, you know, the constant working in your mind. So I needed to relax. I needed to separate consciously from it. 4, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do a video. I was honest with myself when I woke up, and I was like, do I really want to make a video today? And I said no to myself. And normally I just ignore that when I'm making things. I ignore the urge to not. And that's what kept me productive. But now I think it might be starting to keep me from being productive. Forcing myself to do things when I don't want to. I just didn't want to. And I was honest with myself. Nope, no video today. Which is unlike me, really. I often do things I don't want to do. 5, Fringe is ending on Netflix. They're gonna take Fringe off of Netflix, so I had to watch that. I've seen seasons 1 through 4 or 3.5. halfway through 4, I think, and I never finished for some reason. It started to get a little crazy in season 4, but I'm going to return to it. China hasn't watched it, so we're going back to the beginning and watching it. I don't know if we're going to finish by the time it gets off of Netflix in September, but we watched like 4 episodes, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Feeding the Beast. 6. The last episode of The Night Of was on HBO. We have HBO now. And The Night Of is a series, a mini-series that's been going on. There's 8 episodes, starring John Turturro. Super good! And there was the last episode last night, so I had to watch that. I mean, that wasn't a reason I didn't make a video, because it was on last night, but it is a thing that I did yesterday that was part of my relaxing and feeding the beast and doing nothing, and it was wonderful. Number 7, the outside was tolerable. It's been quite hot here in Austin. Quite hot, like 96 plus degrees, 100 plus often. Yesterday was, I think, 93. It was still hot, but it was less hot. We went to the pool. We have a pool in our apartment complex and enjoyed that. So that was a good reason to not do anything else. 8, I wanted to avoid the internet. This is going back to constantly working in my head. I actively didn't check email. I didn't go to Twitter all day long. That's the first time I can remember not going to Twitter all day in a full day, ever. It's the only time I can remember doing it. And checking email, I did check email once, very briefly, but I didn't respond to anything. I did respond to one thing. Yeah, whatever, it was very brief. And I need to do that more, because I go to the internet too much, even when I actively try not to. It's not healthy for productivity to go to the internet and see, you know, you look at numbers, you look at how everything's doing, and it just hurts productivity. That's not the reason I want to make things. Because, I mean, I like looking at comments, I like looking at how people react to what I make, but I don't like worrying about making the right things and what other people are doing. So I didn't go to it. I mean, HBO Now is technically the internet, but it was TV. I consider that TV. 9, I tried to have a nothing day without alcohol. I haven't been drinking. Normally on a day when I'm just gonna have a day of relaxation and do nothing, I mean, relatively more nothing, even though this is like the only day that I've truly done nothing all day. When I have a day like this, it'll usually involve a little bit of sauce, a little bit of Grandpa's cold medicine, a little bit of the funny liquid. That's mine, funny liquid. You can call it funny liquid if you want to. I wanted to see if I could do a whole day without it, and I did, and it was fine. And it was enjoyable, actually. I did have ice cream. Probably too much ice cream. Gelato. But, that's another story. 10, I want to change my thinking. This goes back to a lot of the other things I said. Lately, especially, I get into this cycle of what I should be doing. I should make this. I should work on this. I could do this better. I could do that better. That kind of thinking is not useful to me. I don't think it's useful. I think it hurts creativity. What I should be doing is sitting down, thinking about what I want to make, or getting an idea that excites me and do everything I can to make that idea a reality. That's what I should be doing. That's what I think I should be doing. But I'm often thinking, well, I could do this because that'll be successful, or I could do that because that'll be successful. And your mind is filled with a lot of worries, and I think relaxing and taking a break kind of empties all that out a little bit, detoxes, if you will, so that I can focus on one thing or a few things, a few projects, and make them as good as they can possibly be, rather than worrying about so many other things, because the way my day goes is filled with so many things. Does that make sense? I'm ending every one of these videos wondering if this makes sense. It helps me. I think making these videos helps me focus, and I like making these videos. It helps me, force me to think about the things in my life. But I just often end these like, does this even make any sense? And I hope it does. And if it doesn't, I've not made sense many times before. Yeah, that's it for today. Again, subscribe. I remembered this time, first time, right off the bat. Subscribe button right there if you want to see more of these rambly type videos. And if you want to support me on Patreon. Still working on the next Wheezy Waiter video. I'm excited about it. It's all written and it's ready to go. It's based on a real life event of mine when I accidentally went into a interdimensional portal. But I think it's gonna be quite good. Still working on it though. And then after that, Wheezy Waiter channel will hopefully I'll start doing 1 or 2 videos a week. But then again, I just want to do what I want, and I don't know what that's going to be necessarily. And I just heard China enter with my doggy. Hey, China! Wow, cold shoulder. Oh, there she is. Okay, bye. Awkward cricket smile.